Greetings! Welcome to Kiki with Kerry. I'm Kerry and I'm the host of this vlog. So today we are not watching a movie. I know we're used to this movie happening today, but unfortunately things have been really crazy. Steven is a little under the weather as well, and I want to give him a little bit of a break. So I thought that we could just catch up. You know, I sat here and thought, what can I talk about that I haven't already talked about? But there is some stuff. I know I went over it a little bit on our last vlog, and I wanted to just kind of talk more about it. Also, guys, yesterday I went crazy. I had unforeseen energy that I did not know I had. And I regret it today because I'm in pain. So I did a lot of stuff. But I made cookies yesterday during my process of cooking and all the stupid stuff shouldn't have done, but I did. But look at these guys. Look at those. Aren't they adorable? They're cookies, little sugar cookies with little, I put raisins in them. I know not everyone likes raisins, but I didn't have chocolate chips that I would normally put in those. But I made a whole bunch, girl. I went Martha Stewart, honey. I freaking have so many of these now. I even made a casserole yesterday. I don't know, guys. Stress is a real thing, and it makes us do stupid but the cookies are delicious. I have enough dinner made for us, so I don't have to worry about tonight, so that's great. I wonder how are you guys? How are you all doing? Thank you so much for all the lovely, wonderful comments that you leave on all the videos. I'm so blessed and grateful. I can't believe it's almost been 3 years since I started doing this channel. It blows my mind. With that, we're gonna first talk about the changes that are gonna come to the channel and why there's gonna be changes. So I've decided, you know, it's been 3 years. When I first started this channel, I knew nothing about what I was doing. I had no idea. You know, I found myself while doing this channel. I found out that I was actually non-binary by allowing myself to do things that I was scared to do in front of other people, like put on makeup and stuff like that I really love doing. But I was very scared, and I realized, you know, why am I so scared? But I think I was scared about what other people were gonna think, or like people finding out that I was this way and they wouldn't want to like work with me or anything like that. Especially being like, I was a trained actor, and I thought I had a career. I had no work under my belt, so I was like, "What? People are gonna know. They're never gonna work with me, girl. No one's working with you anyways." Well, it's the things that we tell ourselves, right? Oh, you know, if I do this, and then people know who I really am, they're all gonna hate me. And I'm like, girl, and I realized that the only person I was hurting the most was myself. And so really realizing that part of myself, I don't feel I would have explored those avenues as much as I have if it wasn't for this channel and starting and growing this Vlogging with Kerry family that I'm so grateful for. And you know, having all the fun that I get to have every week and recording and making content and you know, seeing us trickle up slowly. You know, we're gathering our family members, honey. We're getting stronger. But yes, with the changes coming, I feel that it is important. I feel to reflect more of the person that I have grown to become from the time that I had first started this, where it was a little bit more. I mean, it was definitely me. It was not me, but I feel like it was a not as pungent. I don't know. I don't know the word pungent. I guess of showing who I really am. So I really wanted to reflect that a lot more in this channel. I have a lot of really cool ideas that I really want to explore. And the first things first is we're going to be changing the set. So the set is going to look completely different. Well, not 110% different. Some stuff is going to stay, and then some stuff is going to go. But I'm not going to go too far into detail about what it's going to look like, but I'm going to say the background is going to be a completely different thing. We're actually going to be putting up some cool wallpaper that I have found that I really love, that it's going to be really cool. It's not going to, you know, there's certain things it's going to be a lot more of a reflection of myself in the work that I'm doing and who I am, and those two sides of myself that I feel like I really want to show more on the channel. So I'm excited for that. Okay, I'll give you a little rundown. The backdrop is going to be pink. It's going to be very pink. which we love. But there's also going to be a lot of black. So it's going to be pink and black theme, kind of. And that's as much as I'm telling you. I can't tell you anymore. I can't keep my mouth shut. But it's going to be really cool. I'm really, really excited. There's going to be new lighting. We're going to keep some of the same lighting, but the overhead lighting that we used to have, like here, you can't really see it. Doesn't light up anymore. That is completely broken. So there's a lot of stuff that has lasted us as long as it's lasted us, and we have to get new stuff. So that's stuff that's kind of going to be changed as well. Along with that, we do plan to change also the animations. So the animations that you see at the beginning of the video one is going to be enhanced. It's not going to be completely changed because I absolutely love the one that we came up with when we first started the channel, which is the, oh my god, I'm flying. That was on a whim that I was just playing around with the vocals when we were sitting there kind of creating what you see now. And that came out and it was just so natural and I love it. So we're gonna still keep it, but we're going to change it a little bit. So it's gonna be a little bit more, it's gonna just be more, it's gonna get like, what do you call that? Beautified. She's gonna get a glow up. That's the word. And it's gonna look really cool and I'm really excited. And that's gonna be happening. It's all gonna kind of come out around the same time as the set is being redone. All that stuff. So that's going to be something that's going to be done together, as well as the end part of the video where we see like the end parts, like with other videos coming up and whatnot, instead of like after the outro. That is going to be changed as well. So that is going to be completely different. It's not going to be anything that's the same as what it is now. There's going to be a whole different look, and I'm super excited for it. And we've even been working very, very closely on the animations and have been talking a lot about it and working out. We're starting to see some of that trickle into the channel already. With True Blood, the post for True Blood, the character and so forth is changing. Our thumbnail has changed. So those things are all kind of things. The banner is going to be completely different on the channel as well. So the banner that you see when you go onto the channel that you see with, I think it's like in a unicorn outfit, that is going to be different too. It's not going to be the same. So that's all that's getting a glow up. It's all going to be different. And I'm super excited for a little bit of a glow up and a change to what we've been doing. Of course, we're still going to keep the, as I said, the beginning of the videos with the rainbow flying. It's just going to be way more glow up to it, and I'm so excited. So look forward to that. That is coming. I can't give you an exact date on this. It all depends on when we can get all the animations done. And the animations are a lot of work. So and that's all Steven, because I have no idea. I can't draw, guys. Okay, I show up, I look beautiful, and I say hi. Yeah, Steven is our tech person. He's the one that does all of the art for the channel. He's the editor. He does all that work, and he is so amazing, and he works so hard. And so when he can get to it, he will get to it, and he's working really hard. But he's also working very, very hard to get content out and make it as good as possible for all of you. And so that's very, very important. So that's that for that. It's for the channel. And I can't go any more farther into telling you what it's going to look like. I literally wasn't even going to tell you guys about the color scheme. So yeah, you're welcome. I wanted it to be, I want it to be as much a surprise as I can make it. So without like, giving out too much information. But we're going to say the theme is going to be that black and pink idea. That's as much as you're going to know. That's as much as you're going to know. And it's all, I'm excited. And I feel like this color scheme is really going to represent my bubbly side, but also I love to wear black. And I'm very much that way. So I love the spooky ooky and all that stuff as well. And I'm very spiritual, so I really wanted to kind of bring both worlds of the bubbliness and of myself and the fun and all that, and also the other side of myself, and kind of put them together. Put them together. So that is all I'm telling you. You're gonna find out when it's done. Once it all gets here and we start to do it, because it's gonna be a whole thing. We're gonna get it done very fast once we get it all here. It's gonna be a whole overhaul, but that's only gonna happen once the animations are all done. So once the animations are done and we are ready to launch those animations, then we'll change the set, and the set will be different, and it'll look different, and it'll be so cool, and I'm super excited. And that is that for the channel. Now, on to something different. We are going to be starting a podcast. We have been working really hard on it. We've been talking a lot about it. We have we've gone over a lot of stuff and ideas of what we plan to do. I believe we're calling it Two Gays, One Podcast. Steven might put something here to correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's right. I'm pretty sure it's right. And that's super exciting. We are planning to have that as it's a side piece to the channel, or I don't think we're doing it as a full, like, I'm not sure if we're making it actually as a channel, as a side channel, and like how you can kind of go click that or whatever. I'm not 100% sure how, but that's happening because we haven't got that far yet. We have claimed the name; it is ours, and so that's exciting. We are working towards doing more of a Reddit channel, like am I the whole or like any of these Reddit. Steven's very into the Reddit thing. I've listened to a lot of Reddit stuff, but I'm not like immersed in it. So we're going to be working towards kind of doing something like that. People ask us to kind of, who would love to have more of a, like more Reddit stuff. So we are planning to do that. That being said as well, if you have any Reddit ideas that you would like us to talk about or anything like that, you can go onto our Patreon. Oh my god, that's also something that's coming. But no, on our Discord. Oh, my Discord. If you guys, my brain, I tell you. Woo! That's my day today. But no, on our Discord, there will be a little thingy that says, I think something to do with Reddit ideas or something that will be on there. And then you can go click that and you can actually go and leave a comment on there that states, like, we want you to read stuff about this kind of topic, or can you do something like this? Or like, I really found this really cool story, and you can put a link on there for us to go find it. And we will add it to the list of things to talk about for our Reddit podcast once we are ready to go. That podcast will be starting here on the same set. Will be on the same set as the Vlogging with Kerry set for now. So once we do have plans to actually move the podcast into a bigger space and have it out there and have it kind of separated from the channel, but in the beginning it's just going to be here until we have done that, because we are self-funding all of this, honey. It's expensive, and we're going to kind of grow as we grow. So we need more of a growth thing. As we grow, we're going to change. It's going to move forward. It's just you said the channel change and move forward. It's a whole new thing that we're super excited to do, and I am looking forward to that as well. I did mention Patreon. Patreon is not going to happen for a while. So Patreon is going to probably happen once we get to about, I would say about 1,500 subscribers at least, before I even start Patreon, just because it is a whole thing, and I feel it would do best around that time. personally I do, but we'll be able to like stuff like that'll be on Patreon. Will be like full recordings of episodes like True Blood and stuff like that are going to go on there, that you can literally just watch all the way through unedited, and that will be something. There'll also be, I think, certain things. I think like, I'm not sure what we're also planning to put on there. Maybe like artwork. I'm not quite sure at this point. I have a very vague amount of ideas for Patreon at the moment. It's just not something that I have completely focused on at this moment. But it is something in the back of my mind that I have been mulling over. It's just, there's more important things at the very moment that we're dealing with. Yeah. But anyways, Discord, please go on there, and please, if you have not yet joined it, please go ahead and join that. There is a lot of stuff that you'll get to see, a lot of reminders. So if you haven't seen that, like a video we'll usually tag videos or stuff like that. Sometimes we'll also tag like behind the scenes stuff that you'll kind of get to see. Sometimes that we'll be posting on Discord. I like to post things sometimes on there that just like behind the scenes. Oh, I'm filming this today, or like we're getting there. It's growing. It's slowly growing, and we're so excited. But yeah, also that will be a Patreon thing too. There'll be a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you'll get to see as well that you don't normally get to see as often on the channel. But that'll be something, I think, as I said, as we move forward, Patreon will be something that we'll look more into and decide then what we're planning to do with it. And then that'll be a new project that we want to do our best to make sure it's perfect for our fam, of course. So we just want to make sure that everything that we're doing is to what we want, and before we do anything, it is we're happy with it. So that is what's happening right now, especially with the podcast as well. We want to have a lot of time to prepare ourselves and be organized, and to make sure that we are happy with what we're doing and we can move forward. And we are so stoked for you guys to see everything that we're working on. And we're super excited to have it start. So we are just as impatient about it as anybody. We're like, I want to see it. And it's coming. It's coming. We promise it's coming. It's just, as I said, it is a bit of a workload, and Stephen has to prioritize, obviously, getting the content out first before we start doing any of the, like, the animations are started. They are started. It's just, you know, content comes first always. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I have not yet filmed the movie, so I'm going to be doing that in the next day or two, and I'm excited for that. So anyways, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. We love you, and we look forward to growing with all of you as well. And I will see you next time, Diva. Okay? Bye.